Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. So today's session, we're going to do a big review on that kicking section, and then we're going to introduce, or I should say reintroduce, Embrace Tiger Return to the Mountain. So this is the movement after cross hands that we did at the beginning of section 2, but now we have it as a repeat movement as well. So let's take that 5 minutes or so and get warmed up before we practice and do that review. Feet, shoulders width apart. Lifting through the crown of the head and letting that tailbone tuck down. We'll just start with a gentle kind of rolling of the neck, combining it all together. Just a gentle stretch here. And we'll go the other direction. We'll do one more circle. Drop the chin and then come back up. Into those shoulders. Really want to take that time, roll those shoulders, really find that movement. It's so important in our Tai Chi practice. So you can alternate them, you can do them together, or if that feels good, you want that big opening of the chest. But we really want to open up these joints here. And then we'll go the other way. So then separating the back, pulling the shoulder blades apart, and again, alternating if that feels good. And then we'll take a couple rolls back the other way, shake them out, let them hang down, and then that nice gentle turning from our waist here. So just let the arms swing. Remember, the goal is to keep that spine nice and straight. Find that momentum coming from the middle body that controls how fast the arms swing. And then we'll slowly ease off. Gently coming back. And then into the hips and the knees and ankles. So maybe a little bit wider, and we'll just do a nice circle and around. The slower we move, the more we can focus in on it, but just really do what feels good. And then we'll go the other direction. All right, coming back. We'll bring our knees and ankles together just for a few circles here. Warming up, bending down, just circle. Feel that weight shift on the feet. Other direction. All right, whew, coming up. Okay, so we've been focusing on that balance section quite a bit. I want to start with a big chunk of review, okay? So we're going to start at cross hands, right? So section 1 is from prepare all the way through cross hands, and now we're going to review from cross hands all the way through to the second cross hand. So this is going to be a big chunk of practice, but we've just been focusing on that balance section so much that I really want to get all the connections so that you can see that repeat movement that we're going to be doing today. So remember, adjust accordingly in your space, always being aware. Let's take a moment, find our position. Shoulders width apart. Take that second to sink down and then just run through that checklist. Lower back is nice and relaxed. Shoulders and elbows hang down. Right hand's on the outside. Lift up through the crown of the head for cross hands. Embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. Shift to the right and turn on your left heel. Separate the arms, making 2 circles. It looks like brush knee with a different meaning. Stepping less than corner direction. Roll back, bicycle the arms, connect out, and then turn from your waist. Touch the left palm to the right forearm for press. Flatten both arms and then come back over the ball for push. fist under elbow. Sink back, flatten the arms, then turn from the waist. Big circle, pressing down, but this time push out to the side. Step towards the corner, warding off. Rotate to show grabbing as you step with the right foot. Lift, punch, and touch with the left heel, fist under elbow. Open up the fist, repulse monkey. Remember to bring the right hand to the shoulder, and then forward and back with the arms as you rotate on the right heel. Use your elbow as you circle the left arm for number 2. Step and repulse monkey. Last one. Hand to the shoulder, left palm to the sky, pushing out and pulling back together. Diagonal flying, big circle with the arms. Right arm underneath, touch, and big turning of the waist. Stepping back, open up the arms. Right hand's higher than the left. Turn from your waist. Raise hands and step forward. Both arms go down, circle. Left arm comes on top as you close and step. Right arm passes on the outside, coming overhead for white crane. Look at your right palm. Left arm comes up, right arm goes down, then they switch. Brush knee and push. Reach out as you step in. Pull back. Change to the ball of the foot, and then hinge forward from the hips. Needle at C-bottom. Left palm to right forearm. Step, fan through the back. Looks like single whip, vertical torso. Turning. Protect your head and press down with the right arm. Make a fist as you relax the right foot and then chop out. Left palm strike as you move into your bow stance. Parry, block, and punch. Connect out first. Parry down to the side. Parry to the right. Hold back your opponent and then punch. Step forward. Grasp the bird's tail. Ward off right. Opening up that fist. Hinge the right arm up. Press down with the left. Roll back. Turn from your waist. Press. And push. Single whip. Turn. Rotate as far as you can. Then relax. Make that hook. Step wide enough and push. Wave hands like clouds. Shift back and turn. Drop the hook. Let it open. 2 circles. Stepping shoulder width. And then double wide. Turn from your waist. Leads the arms to the side direction. Shoulder width. And then double wide. Last one is shoulder width to the corner direction for single whip. Okay, into that balance section. High pat on horse, open up the hook, bring the hand to the shoulder, touch with the ball, and then pulling into a throat level strike. Level out the arms. Right hand comes across as you pick up and step, and then a big sweeping motion. Close the arms by turning the waist. Stand up, look, and then separation kick. Bend the knee, change the arms, left hand to the shoulder, sink down, stepping less than corner, big circle with the arms, turn the waist to close, stand up, look, kick, bend the knee, turning. Extend the leg, turn over the right palm, and turn on the heel. Sink down, stand up, and then heel kick. Bend the knee. Brush knee, right hand comes in front. Circling. Step, clear, and push. Other side, weight moves back, arm comes up, turn arm and leg together. Swing and step. Left hand comes to the shoulder and then pushes out. Punching down. Bring that arm up. And then both arms travel to the side together. Clear and punching knee height. Shifting back, coming up. Protect your head as you turn. Fist face down. Then we're going to step and chop and move into our bow stance with our push. Parry, block, and punch. Connecting out, circle down. Parry to the side. Hold back your opponent and punch. Okay, connecting out, warding off, fist is diagonal. Open up that fist, connect the arms as you stand up. Heel, kick. Bend the knee. Strike tiger, stepping down along that plank. Left arm comes across. Stepping to 6 o'clock. Swing the left arm down, out, and then overhead, making two fists at the last moment. Shift back. Leave the arms, just turn. Now as you shift to that left leg, arms go to the side, fist open. Step, right arm swings down, out and overhead, making two fists. Connect as you shift to the left. Then turn on the right heel. Bring the arms together. Fists stay there until we kick. Bend the knee. Little turn. Arms come together. Sink down. Hands to the hips. Make two fists and rotate. Twin fists. Strike opponent's ears. Drop those fists down. Shifting forward. Open up the fists as you stand up. Heel, kick. Bend the knee. Sinking down, reach the left leg back, turn the palms over, and then turn. Bring that right arm together to the left, stand up, and kick. Last movements, parry, block, and punch, stepping down. Bring that left hand to the shoulder and then out for block and punch. Separate the arms. Apparent closing up, show breaking a grab. Sit up both palms and push. Connecting out, chop towards the corner. Cross hands, stepping in. Right arm ends up on the outside. All right. Nice work. That is a big chunk of the form, right? Now we're really getting into it. So you can see how that's nearly 10 minutes of practice, right? The form itself takes around, we say 20 to 25. They used to practice in 45 minutes. So the slower the better. Keep that in mind, okay? But right now you're seeing how if we added on that section 1, you've now got over half the form. So that being said, now we're going to be getting into the really fun specialty movements. We're going to have some repeat movement here. So we're going to touch on Embrace the Tiger today. You're going to see that we go to a different movement. Instead of fist under elbow, we're going to do a diagonal single whip for the first and only time. So let's take a moment. Let's review Embrace the Tiger, Return to the Mountain, focusing on our footwork first because we already did this at the very beginning of our practice. So starting at cross hands. Let's just do the footwork first. Remember, we're starting in that parallel stance, shoulders width apart. We're going to shift our weight to the right, and then we're going to turn on that left heel. Now the foot is not going to go to straight. It's going to be less than straight. You're going to relax and shift back to the left, picking up, and you're going to step less than corner. Touch with your whole foot and then move forward. So remember, when I say less than corner, we're in our own little box, right? You're the center of your own square, and that square is always going to move with you. So if you turn on your left heel and your toes face the same direction, do you still have shoulders width apart? This is one of the hardest movements to get right, okay? So we really want to make sure that we get a solid footwork, because we're going to be using this for roll back, and then for press, and then for push. So we want to make sure we have a really great foundation in our footwork to then practice with, okay? So let's do it again. So from shoulders width apart, we're going to shift to the right, turn on that left heel. Relax and shift back, pick up, and then step. Less than corner, push forward. Embrace the tiger, return to the mountain, okay? And then roll back, press, and push. All right, pretty solid, right? That's easy enough, okay? So the arms, let's just touch on the arms again. Remember, this is repeat movement, but I hate to fly by it. I want you to really feel comfortable and use this opportunity to really feel confident. So right arm's on the outside for cross hands. Remember, when we do cross hands, not the wrists, not too flat. It's like in between, okay? So we're not going to be totally flat. We're not going to be here. We want to find, say maybe 45. No, it's more 45. So a little bit flatter than 45 degrees, okay? So from here, what's going to happen in order to make the circle, you have to disconnect the arms, right? So first thing is disconnecting the arms. Then it's kind of standard. Remember, one up, one down. So the right arm's going to come up, and that left arm's going to pull down. Yes. Then you're going to rotate that right palm as your left arm's going to keep going down, and then it's going to be normal kind of brush knee movement at this point. Yes. So when we get into our brush knee, remember, we always have that back arm with a nice seated palm, and then the front arm has a really nice rounded feeling to it, kind of a ski slope going down, and the fingertips should actually point to the center of the forearm. So when we're here, I turn this direction, see how the fingers kind of point towards the center? That's what we're going for, okay? And then it's just like brush knee. We're going to do a big clearing motion and bring our hand to the shoulder. And then we go forward and back as the hand comes to the knee. Nice. Remember, sit up that palm, really make it clear that this is a push. All right, let's do it again. So this is the hardest part, right, is getting into this. Remember, it looks like brush knee, but it's got a completely different meaning, because the meaning is stepping behind your opponent's legs. So someone's from maybe grabbing you from behind, and you don't know, so you're just going to step around them, and you're going to clear them over your leg, okay? So this is a great movement, and we really want to make sure we're showing clearing, okay? So right arm on the outside. Okay. Separate. One up, one down. Okay. Remember, that right arm's going to make that little circle. So now it can press down. Looks like brush knee. Beautiful. Now open, and left hand comes to the shoulder, and then forward and back go together. That looks great. Okay, one more time. It gets easier. The more we practice it, the easier it gets, right? So what's the hard part about this? This is the brush knee that we only do one time. That's why this is more difficult. Just keep that in mind, all right? So separate, up and down. Small little circle, so you can press down and then clear and push. Feeling easy, right? All right, so we're gonna do it one more time and then we're gonna add on to it. So we're gonna get really confident with these arms first. So from here, separate, up and down, circle, and looks like brush knee, clear, and push. Okay, so next we just have roll back, press, and push, but we have to come from a different position. So we're in our brush knee position. From here, remember that right arm's gonna bicycle, right? So it's a bicycle. It just wants to move in a circle. This is what we're going for, okay? So we're gonna bring the right hand up and that left arm's gonna turn. Why? Forward and back, right? Connect out. That's it. Now it should just look like normal roll back, feel like normal roll back. And then we're just gonna turn. That's it. Then it's normal press and then push. So that's all just normal. So it's just gonna be those new connections from Embrace the Tiger to roll back, okay? So from here, remember one going up, one going down, kind of sinking and turning. And then connect out and turn from your waist. Boom. Got it. All right? So now let's do it with the footwork, because this is where those Embrace the Tiger arms kind of can give us a little bit of trouble. So let's slow it down. Let's hit what we call those Kodak moments or checkpoints, and we'll see how we're doing. So feet shoulders width apart, cross hands. So give yourself that great starting position. First thing we do is we shift to the right, the arms don't change. We turn on our left heel. The arms still haven't changed. We're just turning. Now as you sink back, separate the arms. Then one up, one down. Now that weight's mostly in the left leg. As we pick up, we're gonna make those circles and step. So this is your checkpoint. This is the biggest one. When your foot is touching the ground, we should be in that brush knee position. Remember, our foot is less than corner. Okay? So we're gonna have, our arms are not gonna be back here. They're gonna be towards the side a little bit. Then halfway is clearing and hand to the shoulder. Then forward and back go together. Okay, now for the roll back. Shift your weight back, bring that right hand up. Keep shifting back as you connect out. Then turn with that last little weight shift back. Okay, let's do it again. We'll add the press and push next, but remember that new connection is what we're going for. So, cross hands. All right, shifting to the right. Turn on the left heel. Arms don't change. As you shift back, arms separate, up and down. Remember that little circle with the right arm as you step out. Clearing, and then pushing. Roll back. Right hand's gonna come up, and then connect out, and then turn. This should be normal roll back. It's not quite to straight, it's a little bit less than straight when we finish. Okay, ready to put it all together? Let's do it. So cross hands all the way through to push. All right, right arm on the outside. Shift right, turn on the left heel. Separate, up and down, circling as you step, and then clear and push. Roll back, bicycle that arm up and out, and turn. Press, left palm to right forearm, expanding out. And push. Remember, square everything up, then come back, sitting up those palms and pushing to shoulder height. That part's easy, right? Okay, so let's see what's different about the next little bit. So this time, instead of going to fist under elbow, we're gonna go to diagonal single whip. This is the only time in the entire form that we see single whip to the diagonal direction, okay? So remember, it's gonna be just like normal single whip. So I'm just gonna show you and then we'll break it down. So from push, we're gonna do normal, sink back and flatten the arms. We're gonna turn from our waist with that left arm. We're gonna do a big circle, bringing our right foot to 12 o'clock. Then we're gonna sink, press down, and come to the side. This time we're not pushing out. We're gonna make a hook, drop that left elbow and turn over the palm, pick up, and step to the corner for single whip. So it's normal single whip, except we're to the corner direction. So the alignment of where everything else is in three-dimensional space is a little different, okay? So let's do it from just the footwork. So give yourself that beautiful starting position. Remember, less than corner. So not 45 degrees, or a little less than corner, okay? First thing we do, shift back. And our torso is still facing that direction. Then we're gonna turn. Now, all the weight's basically in that left leg. Turn and fold in this right hip. And bring your foot to straight. Take a moment and look, because this is a new direction, right? We wanna go to 12 o'clock. Now as you shift back, relax that left foot. Pick up and then step wide enough towards the corner direction, moving forward, torso's vertical. Okay, check. How is our alignment? If you turn on your right heel and you point your toes to the corner, do you still have shoulder width apart? That's going to be the big one. All right, let's do it again. So from embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. We did push. All right, shift back, turn on your heel and fold in that hip so that you can turn your foot all the way to straight. Then shift to the right and relax that left foot. Pick up, stepping wide enough, and then torso's vertical. Single whip. So when we end in this posture, our foot's to the corner, which means our torso is basically to straight. Okay, ready? Palms are normal, so everything's normal. It's just normal single whip. From push, we just flatten the palms. We're gonna do a big turn. So remember, the waist turning leads the left arm first. Then we do a big arm circle. And then we relax down and we want to get to where? Fingertips pointing together. Nice. Then we're going to push out to the side a little bit. We just turn to the side, so now our left fingers point towards our right forearm. We're going to make that hook, turn over the left palm and drop the elbow, and then standing ward off and push. Okay, so that's normal single whip. Nothing's gonna change there except the final direction. Remember, when we're in our normal single whip, we're to the straight direction, right? Our footwork. That means our hook's to the corner and our left palm is to straight. But now we're diagonal. So that means our hook's gonna be to the straight direction and our palm is gonna follow that left foot to the corner. Okay? So these are just some differences to note when we do the final posture. So let's go from push. Remember, less than corner. All right, so from here, shift back, flatten the arms, make sure everything stays to that same direction. Then show turning from your waist with that left arm. See how the right palm stays in that space? Now, turn everything as you turn on the right heel. Then press down, fingertips point together, and then come over to the side. Now, when you make this hook, it's pointing to 3 o'clock, to the straight direction, and we drop our left elbow. Then we pick up, we step to the corner, and push. So check your alignment. Torso's vertical, hook hands to straight, not to corner, to straight. And our footwork to corner direction so that our left palm follows that foot direction. All right, nice. Okay, so it's easy when we do one thing alone, right? Now let's do it all together. Cross hands, embrace the tiger through all of the grasping the bird's tail movements into diagonal single whip. So, let's do it. Shoulders width apart. Okay, shift to the right, turn on the left heel. Separate the arms. 2 half circles as you step. Clear and push for embrace tiger. Right arm's gonna bicycle up and out. And then turn. Left palm to right forearm for press. And then square everything up, flatten the arms, come back and push. Okay, keeping everything that direction, just flatten the arms as you shift back for diagonal single whip. Turn from the waist. Big circle. Press down, out to the side, make a hook to straight, pick up, and diagonal single whip. All right, feeling good now, right? Like we got this. Okay, let's practice 2 more times. Let's really get it in, feeling super confident and comfortable. Cross hands. Embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. Shift and turn. Separate. Remember to do that circle with the right arm before you press down. Left hand comes to the shoulder and push. Slow those legs down so you can bicycle, connect out, and then turn. Press. And push. Diagonal single whip, flatten. Left arm shows pulling first. Big circle, turn on the right heel. Pressing down. Make the hook. Standing ward off. And push. All right, one more time. Let's do it. Cross hands. Embrace tiger, return to the mountain. Shift, turn on that left heel, almost to straight. Separate the arms, and then step. Big movement here, and push. Roll back. Press. And push. Single whip to the corner direction. Make sure that right foot turns to 12 o'clock to straight. Relax the left. Make that hook. Stepping wide enough and push. All right. Nice work today. You're doing so great. Thank you so much for joining me. Great work.